Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a special unboxing. My copy of Awakened Realms S.T.A.L.K.E.R has finally showed up. Now, this is my personal copy. I bought it myself, and when I saw all the reviews coming out for wave 1 of this one, I mean, it looked really good and I almost backed it, but I saw the reviews and people were just loving this game, and I'll tell you what, I had to jump in, so I did a late backer. Got all the wave 2, and I'm expecting this here to be my core game, and I believe also what's going to be in here is the stretch goals as well. So I thought what I would do is let you guys see what the actual packaging looks like for this game. Then we'll kind of push everything off to the side. I'll reset, and then I will show you the actual game components inside. So now, I hear, like most Awakened Realms games, this one here is a little on the heavier side. Once you get through the rule book and figure it out, it's a lot better. But I'm not afraid of Awakened Realms games. I love Awakened Realms games, and I usually don't have too much of a time figuring them out. So let's see how this thing looks on the inside. I'm trying not to bump the camera too much. It's kind of in my way today. All right, so what do we have? Let's get this little foam piece out. And oh man, look at that. They package their games always so phenomenally good. Now, we're going to start off with getting a little bit of a letter right here, okay? We'll open this here in a little bit. So the top box is going to be our stretch goals box. And let's see, it's not a super thick box, but there you go. Take a look at the back of that one, okay? Now, looks like we're going to get some sticker sets in there, all kinds of different stuff. Oh, I'm excited to get that one opened up. But this is what I've been waiting for. Now this game looks like it jumped out of its little spot, and this is a large box. Okay, so let's push this here. Now, what I always do, I got in a habit of this, I pull all this stuff out. Now, the companies have gotten a lot better about not hiding stuff underneath these like they used to, because people were throwing away stuff and then they had to replace them. Yeah, so I make sure I look at everything. But there you go. Look at the size of this box, man. That is my hand. So I am excited about this. I just cannot say that enough. So, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to bump that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the camera, and we are going to get this thing opened up and let you know what's inside of that. Plus, we're also going to take a look at the stretch goals, and we're going to look at our letter. Be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the main box of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Sorry about the bad glare, but this plastic's doing it. And like I said, we're going to look at the stretch goals, and we're going to look at our letter. But you know what? We should look at the letter here first. It says open here, and Awakened Realms is really good about this. And it's one of the things I love about them is they are so appreciative of their backers that usually what they do is they give you a nice little letter that basically says, thank you, we appreciate it, you guys are awesome. And there you go, okay? Little information on damaged product, but yeah, it's Awakened Realms is so good about really appreciating their backers and everything they've done, and I'll tell you what, it shows in the quality of their games. But let's go ahead and take a look at this thing. Let's get this baby opened up, and let's see what is inside. But man, I'll tell you, when I went ahead and hit that wave 2 back, oh, it's just like starting a regular Kickstarter again. It's like, oh, please, 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 when are you going to get here? But I'll tell you what, the nice thing was, it wasn't as long as when the original Kickstarter ended. So that's the nice thing. Okay, so let's see if we can get this thing opened up, take a look at it. All right, and I'll try to keep her centered for you. I'm trying some new cameras. Well, hopefully they do good. All right, now let's do this. I'm going to flip this on the back, because this game here is for 1 to 4 players, and we're looking at about 120 to 180 minutes. And it looks like we got a nice double-layered cardboard board. I couldn't remember if it was tiles or what it was. Looks like there's going to be some standees. We might have some little miniatures to go with it. I don't know. It just looks really good. Now, I've never played the actual computer game, because I believe this is based off a computer game. And I've never actually played that one. I've just heard so many really good stuff and really good things about it. This game just looked really, really good. So I don't know if I thought this was part of a campaign game. I don't know if it is or not, but if I see some campaign type stuff, then I'm probably going to back off and not show you some of that. So it looks like we're going to have a campaign binder. So there you go. That answers my question. And it looks like it has some creases towards actually can fold up and it's got some holes so it can actually go into a large folder and large binder. All right, looks like we have some holes that go here, and these will bend. Now, this is going to be our navigation zone. So the wandering the zone is part of the job. So this looks like a scenario for that. We got going on a mission right here. All right, only for solo play. Now we got contacts. I'm guessing this is going to be the back side of this one. Now going on a mission, here's your solo one, and post-mission cleanup. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. You got your mission on the front and your post on the back. And there you go. Now, some of this is going to make a lot more sense probably when I actually finally get the rules read. But this rule book is ginormous. Oh my gosh. All right, this thing is 44 pages. Looks like we're going to have a nice quick reference in the back. Love it when they do that. Now, it's one of those, looks like about a 12 by 12, so they're harder to photocopy. So hopefully they have a nice player aid in here. But they do have a nice index, and I like how they put a nice little crease, so it's easy to get, like, say, to the middle of the book, and you can easily have, like, a little crease in there. Okay, so let's see what we got. Okay, and we got a nice table of contents, got the S.T.A.L.K.E.R universe, and, of course, all of our credits. Oh, Paul Grogan, special thanks. He does some amazing stuff there, so he probably helped do the rule book if I remember right. And his stuff is, I love his stuff. Okay, the component list right here. So thank you, Paul. Not that you're watching. Now we got the S.T.A.L.K.E.R board game, your rule book structure, some golden rules, and then starting your campaign. What else we got? Zone exploration and campaign binder. This is a total campaign game. This game's right up my alley. Mission setup and mission guide. You got your map setup example. More information on your maps, your radiation, your buildings and rooms. You got your line of sight range. Now, I heard this game was kind of a bear. Environment cards, tokens on the map. Wow, now we're gonna get to playing the mission in the face. There's a lot to learn in this game. Oh, boy, it needs to just start raining really hard outside so I can just pour myself into this game. Because wow, there's a lot going on in here. We got weapons, stalker attacks, yeah, enemy wounds, status tokens. Here's all your enemies, your enemy and zone phase. All right, I'm still hoping this stays on the camera. I'm having a hard, I can't see my camera really well, so hopefully it's not off the screen too much. All right, radiation exposure dosage. Got some anomalies. Retrieving artifacts, anomalies. All right. Single stalker mode. See, this is a game, I mean, I'd love to play this multiplayer, but this is a game I have a feeling I'm going to be playing solo. But that's all right. And there's your icon glossary right there. And then your standee glossary. This is great. Standee glossary is awesome. Okay. And that's your rule book. Now, we're going to get a little gameplay example right here. So it's going to talk about setup in this example. All right, and these are phenomenal. These are great to go reading through because you got your first round. What you're going to do? They're going to a lot of different things. Your second turn, a lot of the actions you're going to see how it play out. All right, and then your second turn. So that looks all good. We're going to have our mission guide. All right, and this alone looks like it's double, kind of flips up and down because you got your script book. So we're not going to go through the script section. All right, because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys. Now, we got a little prologue, our mission summary. So I'm guessing this is what we're going to do. We're just going to start over on map 1 or on setup 1, continue through all this, and then we're just going to keep going through this. You got your epilogue, your rewards, and then you're going to probably go into here. Now, the one thing I want to find out, I don't know if it's cool or not, is win or lose, do you go to the next adventure? Because that's what I like. I don't mind it, but if you have to keep winning, if you have to win to go to the next one, nah. I want to go to the next one, even if you've lost. What's going to happen? Okay, how's the story going to change? So you should be able to continue a campaign whether you won or lost. All right. Now, if you don't want to see any of this stuff here, all these campaigns, this is hopefully probably the only spoil you're going to get. But I'm just kind of glancing at this, and I'm just trying to take all this in. I mean, we're 19 pages in, and there is a lot. There is so much game in this box. You know, This is one of those games, you know, I hear people talk about it. They're just so expensive. Oh, we're not going to look at the rest of that. They're so expensive, and they are, but you get a ton of game in these boxes. Now, we have zone survival, rules, and scripts. So I'm guessing there's going to be some stuff in here that we may not be able to show you today as well. We'll take a look at that. Table of contents, some component lists. All right. And then zone survival rules. Then game setup in zone survival mode. All right, step 0, step 1. So I don't know, is zone survival different than the campaign? So I'm thinking zone survival is if you don't want to play the campaign, you just want to do some one-offs. That's kind of what I'm guessing this is. You can do some elimination, some recon, maybe a boss hunt, maybe a manhunt. We got what? Scouting, gathering supplies, secret mission, escape, frontal assault, and then surrounded. Now the zone survival script book, we're not going to go into there because it looks like it's more stuff to get to read. You get to find that one out. And then we have your zone survival map book. All right. And so this is going to, so I'm guessing you figure out what map you want to play, maybe what scenario you want to play. That's kind of what it feels like to me. All right. But yeah, so it looks like these maps are tiles. For some reason, I was thinking they were a one board that you kind of fold out. But there you go. It looks pretty good. We got what, 10 maps? So there's quite a bit there. Okay, excuse me. All right, now let's go to the tiles and look at the number of tiles we have. So I'm going to slide this off to the side. Let's just put the tiles in here and let's take a look at what we have. All right, now the tiles, we're not going to punch them all right now, but we'll get an idea of what's in here, what they're going to look like, what your maps, your tokens, and everything else is going to look like. I'll end up punching all that stuff later. I just want you guys to be able to see what we have. All right. Now, I think that is the back side. And let's look at the front side. So it looks like we're going to have, and I'm just going to pull one of these out so we can take a look at it. So this looks like it's map number 9. All right, so it looks like they kind of, nice thing is they'll number them, so that way they're easier to find. It's like we got, if you're in this area, you might have an armor rating. We got map 13, different armor ratings for some of these areas over here as well. I like the little zigzaggy through there. Thing punched super good. All right, now these tokens here, there's nothing on the back. All right, so it looks like we're just going to have maybe some bad guys. That artwork is really dark, I will say that. Some really dark artwork. Now, I'm not sure why they're black, solid black on the back side. Maybe it's because you're going to put them in a pile, you're going to draw them, and you don't know what you're going to get. I have no idea. But let's put those off to the side for now, and let's take a look at the rest of the stuff that we have. Okay, so we have a couple different maps. Looks like some radiation in these zones. All right, I'm trying to keep the glare out for you guys. Got some more bad guys here. Looks like we're going to have a dial that we're going to have to put together. There's the back side of that map. Oop, get that glare out of there for you. Okay. Let's see. Check these maps out. All right, definitely some more tokens. See, and these tiles are just wanting to fall right out of there. Now these ones are all going to be double-sided. You got your, looks like your crooked trees on both sides. Yeah, these all look the same on both sides. All right, map number 2 with a bunch of little tokens. These might be, it looks like damage tokens. Those, I would say almost a radiation because of the coloring, but I'm not sure about the symbol. And then I don't know what all these tokens are. But looking on the back, it looks like they're all going to be upside down, so you don't know what you're going to be getting. But there's this map right here. Kind of like that little funnel look that you get on that. That looks really cool. All right. Looks like we have little Geiger counters we're going to put together. Yeah, I have no idea what they are. That's just kind of what it reminds me of. But there, take a look at that map there. Got some more tokens here. We got your lead stalker. All right. And there's that backside, man. See, look at all that radiation, everything else. Yeah, see, man, I'll tell you what, look at this. Everything, all this stuff is just falling out. But as you can see, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have this little window right there. There's going to be something back there. Maybe it's that dial from the front, the first one that we looked at. I don't even know where it went anymore. Could that be? Yeah, I bet that's what it is. This is going to go in there. Let's see. Let's pull this out. Let's take a look at this. See, there's nothing on this backside. So there's got to be another dial somewhere, but I bet you anything this is going to be like this. And you're going to end up rotating this, and this is going to tell you what, yeah, there's your start. and different bad things are going to happen. This may be your radiation. I don't know. That's cool. I really like that. That is really neat. Okay. And looks like we got some advanced container tokens. All right, I'm getting a little off track here. All right, improved container. And there's those maps. It's kind of hard to almost tell the different maps because of the way they put them in here, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. You guys are creative with those pause buttons, and that makes it easier for you to figure them out. I'm just trying to give you an idea what all these things are going to look like. All right, we'll flip this one sideways because we know we're going to have map 1 there and 5 there. And then on the back side, it looks like we're going to have, what, 10 and 18? There's 18 there. Yeah, with these maps, I'll tell you what, you can make some really cool looking maps, or just floor plans. All right, see, it looks like we got some little bad guys here. It's like some maybe more characters. All of them are dark on the black on the backside. I'm not really sure why on that. All right, now, looks like we're going to get a bunch of tokens. I'm guessing the backside of these, yep, it's all going to be question marks. You don't know what you're going to get. Critical injuries. Okay, that's just, I didn't say on the other side. And then like slide down once to perform, slide. So, yeah, so I'm guessing you're going to have some abilities. You can slide those down. Looks like you got some nuts and bolts and screws. That's actually quite hilarious. Oh, here we go. Got a couple more of these. A couple more, those little Geiger counter things or whatever they're going to for. All right, and there's room 20. Some more bad guys. Definitely some more tokens. Yeah, these things are just, man, they're just falling out. All these token pieces are falling out. Oh yeah, there you go. 2 more in there. So I'm guessing every character, everyone's going to have their own. So it's probably going to depend, your character, it's going to be based on where your character and what he's doing for those. I like it. All right, made these, see, I can't even hold these. So I wonder if this A was like an entrance or something like that. Or I don't know what the A's stand for. I'm not really sure. There's the back side of that one. All right. Oh yeah, search the rubble, draw and resolve 1 random little question mark symbol. Oh, you got a B right here. But yeah, there's, oh man, there's a lot. I'm curious to see how this stuff is all going to fit in this box when I'm done. Oh, here you go. That's cool. All right, so it looks like we got a cave. Let me flip this where I can read it. You got the cluttered room, some chests, a bus, a pipe. There you go. Now, we found the exit. Guessing we're going to be putting that on the map wherever our exit is. Oh, that's a radiation room that you do not want to enter. And there's, oh yeah, see the backside, you can see all the little text on all those. That's upside down, so you probably can't read it. And my light's just glaring you to death. All right. And I like it. This room. All right, that is hilarious. Whatever this room is, we have this room. All right, thicket. Okay. Now, that is all of the punch boards. So I'm going to put those are all off the side. I'm going to make sure I try not to lose any of those. So we'll get those back in here later. Now, in here, this is actually going to be, this is really cool. Looks like we have some little sticker sheets of some kind, but they look like they're clear, and we're going to be punching them out. So let's see what is in here. Let's get that thing out of the way. So yeah, these are really unique looking. So it looks like you have these little overlays. Okay, so there's little cut symbols. So you're going to cut these out, and you're going to have these little overlays. They're going to fit down on the map in various locations. They're probably really hard for you to see those. Okay, but yeah, the back side of them is what I'm guessing that part is. Looks like we have one more. See if you can take a look at that. I think you guys can probably maybe get a good idea of what those are going to look like. I don't know if one side's easier to tell than the other. The glare over here is just horrible. All right, so let's put those off to the side. All right, and it looks like we're going to have a sticker sheet. All right, so you can place your stickers. I did see when I was looking online, because I like downloading rulebooks, because I use rulebooks on my tablet. I did see they have these sticker sheets you can kind of cut out and whatnot as well. All right, so we're going to have our legend. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of a map right here. Now, I'm guessing this is the map that you're going to be affixing all of those stickers to. That is going to be my guess. All right. I'm glad they didn't fold it too much. It's just the one crease. It looks like it was massively folded, but it's not. All right. And it looks like we're going to get, I'm going to guess this almost looks like a second sheet is what this looks like. Because yeah, looking at all the different stickers, it's definitely, well, here, we'll take a look at this. Because you got those stickers and those stickers. Oh no, they pretty much look about the same. So this here just looks like it's a second map. So it might be if you want to reset the game, you have a second one that you can reset it. That's what that looks like. Now we're going to get this. So it looks like we'll be able to place some cards in here. Okay, these are always really nice. They've been doing this in some of the other stuff. And it looks like we're going to get this bag. So this might be like your save game bag. Put all your stuff in there. And the way things are, I'm expecting a binder. I am expecting to find a binder in here somewhere. Now, looks like we got our player board. It's double or dual layer, so definitely we're not going to be losing our tokens and stuff like that. Oh, this is where that one thing goes, and you're going to slide it down when you're going to use it. Got pockets. This is for like magazines, looks like. Little backpack, hold 6 cards down here. Your weapon with attachments, armor with attachments. Here's an ammo. Oh, that's a little nice. You're going to have a little slide thing for your ammo. And then this is going to be your stalker dude. Very nice. I like that. That's cool. These boards are quite nice. All right, and it looks like we're going to get 4 of them in 4 different various colors. Now, I'm stacking everything off to the side over here because I want to try to be able to get everything back in this box. And some of their games, that's not easy to do. All right, so let's get this lid off. And now, what are we going to have? We're going to have tray number 1. All right, so this is S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game. And this looks like is where we're going to be putting a lot of those tokens that I punch out. We'll have to figure out where they're all going to go. But all those tokens are going to go in here. Put him off to the side. And let's see, this one down here is going to have, it looks like our figures. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's see what we have here. I'm just going to, we'll open these up, take a look at them, and then we're going to put them off to the side. Okay, so we're going to have these little round sliders. Oh, these are your ammo clips. Yeah, take a look at those. Those look really super cool. So you got your little ammo clips. We're just going to put those in there for now. I'll probably stack all those into one slot. I'm not too worried about it. All right. Get these little bags out of the way. And what are these? I don't know. Not little grenades or something like that, but it's a clip of some kind. Little canisters or something. I'm not really sure on that. We'll just mix them all together. I'll figure it all out. We'll put them all together later. All right, and then this one looks like we're going to have, I don't know what this is. All right, somebody might be able to tell me what that is before I can look in the book and figure it out. Okay, we're going to get our, oh, these are nice flexible little base stands. All right, good stuff there. I'm just going to put them in there to make it easier. We're going to have a pet puppy. Oh, look at the pet puppy. Yeah, I like him. Now, it looks like there might have been an extra character or something like that I might have missed because I did the wave 2. So I might have to track him down. But it looks like apparently I got the send drop, or they just did this for all the copies. I don't know. Very nice. And then, of course, you're going to put whatever your color base is. And I really like the flexibility of these because they fit on so well. Way better than the hard ones, some of the hard plastic ones that you can get. But yeah, that figure just looks fantastic. Okay, and let's see. Let's go ahead and look at this person here. You guys probably all know who these people are. You know, when I comment about other games, when I look at these figures, I'm like, you know, this figure looks so much better with a wash on it. And there you go. This is about what it would look like with a wash on it. So what do you think? Solid gray, or do you prefer them looking like this? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below. Okay, you guys let me know. And this guy has a mask on. You can't see who this guy is. But yeah, see, I mean, look at that. Look how the detail just kind of pops out a little bit more. I mean, it's not the same as painting them, but it looks good. It looks absolutely good. I love it. Okay, very happy with that. Now, we're going to have this bottom tray, and there's nothing underneath the bottom tray, so I'm going to leave it in here. But let's see what we have. All right, I'm not going to take these out because I'm good at losing these, but these are the little clips that we're going to use for putting those little Geiger counter type things together. Okay, so we have those right there. We have this, which looks like a bunch of stickers. Wow. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but that is a lot of little tiny stickers that I'm going to have. And I mean little tiny stickers that I might have to put together. All right, we got the infamous Awaken Realms red cubes. They use these red cubes and everything. Now these ones, though, are a lot smaller. Okay, not like their other games. These are smaller than what I'm used to from Awakened Realms games. But smaller sometimes is better, and I do like that. And it looks like we're going to get some green ones as well. So every character is going to get a green one. Maybe the green one's your ammo. I don't know. But, oh yeah, look at those dice. Oh, those dice just look fantastic. Nice rounded corners. Oh, very good. Very good. They fit back nicely in this little bag. They're probably not going to stay in the bag. I don't really need them in a bag. But we got some green dice, and we're going to have these nice yellow. Oh, these are just gorgeous looking dice. Those are cool looking. Nice etched. Okay, really, they're weighty too. So, I mean, you can definitely feel the weight on these. Look and feel super good. We're going to get some regular stands. All right, these stands actually, from what I can see, they look pretty good. I'm not really seeing where they're going to cut into too much stuff, and there might be enough room to where we can just leave everything down in here. And then we're going to get one more die that has your different symbols on them, and these symbols correlate to that template, those little clear templates. So I'm guessing different things are going to happen in different sections based on the templates that go down. I'm not really sure, but I'm really curious to find out how that works. Very nice. Now, this side over here, what do we have? I was expecting to find a binder in here, and we didn't find a binder, but I'm going to pull this out, just make sure there's nothing underneath it. Okay. Yep, don't feel anything there. Let's get him back in there. Now, this looks like it's our different missions, these boxes. So, what is it? Infiltrate the bandits camp, find a mission stalker. Story A, mission 1. These, I'm not going to open, okay? These are the stories. I don't want to ruin for you guys. See, you got mission completed when you flip them over. That is fantastic. Oh my gosh. I have so many games that I wish they would do this. When you've played the mission, when you complete it, all you have to do is just flip it and your mission is completed and you know where to go. That is a fantastic idea. You don't have to mark it up. Oh man, Awakened Realms. Whew, you guys are geniuses. All right, now these, okay, are little, like Solo Stalker. These are little punch outs. I'm not really sure what these are for, but I'm just going to put them off the side. We'll put them back in there. And then it looks like we're going to have paper money. Are you kidding me? We have paper money. I haven't seen paper money ever in one of their games. Well, we'll see how it's going to play out. All right. And now we're going to have some different events. We're going to have a cards, and we have a whole bunch of cards here. So we're not going to look at these, but I'll tell you what, I will show you these cards. So I have a feeling this is going to be a long video, folks, because it already is long. If you're still with me, I hope you're still with me. Okay, and if you're not, pause, whatever you need to do, you be you. Okay, so let's take a look at these people. So we're going to have S.T.A.L.K.E.R. All right, so we got their hit points, their shooting, looks like number of dice, and it looks like their special ability they're going to have. Looks like we have a little backstory on them too. Very nice. All right, we got Borsuck. And then his little, whoop, yeah, this is when the light behind me is a horrible, horrible location. All right, Milady. I got some ideas of what I'm going to do with that light and get it out of my way so we can get this taken care of. Mattis. All right, I'm assuming these are characters that you can play. I don't know. You guys should know. Hopefully you can tell me. Because as much as I want to play this, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get the table fast enough. Or as fast as I really want to. Got this bunch of stuff going on, but oh man, I'm gonna try to find room to do it. And I really want to play the campaign and the mission on this. I really do. And this is one that I think I'm gonna set one of my groups off to the side and say, all right, this is what we're playing every week until we finish this thing up. Because this looks good. All right, hope you guys are paused now so you can take a look at it. Now, looks like we're gonna have some different bad guys. Now here's like a couple bandits. Just kind of doing a cross look on them. They look like they're all basically, well, it looks like their damage and their range is going to be a little different. So yeah, so each one of these is going to be a little different. And these are just going to be all the enemy cards. Okay, yeah, these are just going to be all the enemy cards. So we're only going to show you the front. And let me see, get the glare out of there, put my thumb out of the way, and we'll just let you take a look at those. All right, a tick. Yeah, you got to fight a tick. Or a pseudo giant. Yeah, wow, there's some interesting stuff in here. I mean, you guys are probably recognizing this stuff from the video game. All right, the rodent. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with these cards today. The Bloodsucker. All right, now this is where all the standees are going to come into play. It's for all these guys. The dog. Oh, I thought the dog was going to be a pet. Maybe the dog is a pet and it's also a bad guy. A chimera. And the hornhead, and there's your another bandit. All right, get these here out of the way. Now, we're going to have some play rate cards, so you can have your game round order. And on the back, you're going to have basically your basic actions you're going to be able to play. And these, we got 4 of those. Awakened Realms is really good about that stuff. Play rate cards. Status tokens. Oh, pin down. That's what that symbol is right there. Pin down. Okay. And then there's your backside of your tokens on the map. You got your zone survival game round order. And then your help card. And then it looks like we're just going to have some random events. All right. We'll just kind of flip through these. You can take a look at them. All right. If you're still with me on this, maybe you are, maybe you're not. I don't know. You know, some people like to watch these. Some people don't like to watch these. I don't mind doing this because it actually gives me a chance to just kind of look at everything that's going on, everything in the game, and I like to kind of see that kind of stuff. So, and I get to see it a little sooner when I do this than normal. Now, we got some little cards, and let's go ahead and take a look at our little cards, see what we have. Alrighty, so we got some unique loot is what we're gonna have. All right. And it looks like here, this may be your purchase, like 100 credits or whatever it is. The beepin' bait. Oh, interesting. Brain eater, some decoders. There you go. So you guys just pause these as you need to. Although it's probably really that glare. Man, I tell you, I just can't get that glare out of here. I'm trying my best, folks. Yep, I thought I was going to be fine with, and I am not. That's all right. I know what I'm going to do with that light. Hopefully after today, we'll get that taken care of. The exoskeleton, we got the masking suit, and there. Okay, so it looks like the more expensive they are, the different, they change the color on them. So, which is very good. Now, what do we have here? We have items. Okay. So sometimes these packs will open easier than other times. Sometimes they don't. That's okay. We'll just get the eagle knife out and we'll call it good. All right, so we're gonna have a bunch of items and we're gonna have some enemy wounds. All right, so your item cards. All right, got the frag grenade, some smoke grenades. So we're gonna get a lot of duplicates on these. Flashbangs, your first aid kit, a lot of first aid kits. Your military aid kit, that might be a little bit better. Your scientific, bandage packs. So it looks like there's a lot of healing. I'm seeing anti-rad pills. I'm seeing a lot of healing stuff in here. Some energy drinks. All right. Oh, and you gotta have your Koskak vodka. Some bread, sausage. So yeah, it looks like a lot of these items are just basically food, healing, that kind of stuff, which is all important stuff you're gonna need. Enemy wounds. So this is stuff that enemies are gonna take. They're gonna take heavy wounds. It looks like not a lot of differences. You got some light wounds or heavy wound. There we go. We got this enemy is going to gain whatever that red symbol is. So there's a lot of duplicates there. All right, so I try to shuffle through these so that way you're not seeing a lot of the same ones. All right, flip through those, and then they're back to your light wounds, and there you go. Okay, and there is, my gosh, there's a lot of cards in here. Now, what are we going to have here? Here, these are going to be, oh, looks like we're going to get some more equipment in here too as well, which is going to be good. Okay, so we're going to have, oh, these are your attachments. So it looks like we got a bunch of attachments. Looks like we're going to have some artifacts. Artifact. We're going to have some armor. Okay, so let's start with the armor. And we'll work our way from there. You know what? I'm going to try something. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark. But I'm going to do that and that. It's going to give a different glare, but it's going to get that one behind us. It was really killing me. Okay, so looks like we're going to get some duplicates on these as well. And so we'll just kind of flip through them. The NBC suit. I'll stop on the first one that I see. All right, looks like we're going to have special abilities that I'm covering up with my finger, but it's kind of really hard to hold these without covering up all of their abilities. Yeah, these little cards are just kind of hard. Jeez. I am struggling here today. Okay. SSP-99, your SIVA suit. All right, you guys probably all understand everything in here. Your SCAT-9. All right, and that's your armor. We'll just throw those in there. What else we're going to have down here? We're going to have some attachments. Let's look at your attachments. So your echo detector, and I'm really curious to see how the stickers are going to work on all this stuff. Okay, your echo detector, more of those. Got a scope, your silencer. Credits are all here on the side. I'm going to basically cover up the credits. Red dot sight, your grenade launcher, Velos detector. I have no idea what this stuff is. Tell you what though, this actually going through all this makes me kind of really want to try this game out. Camouflage your camo pack or cargo pack. All right. Yeah, for some reason, man, I used to play video games all the time when I was younger, and I stopped years back, and I just never really picked it back up. Okay. All right. And what are these? These are going to be artifacts. All right. So meat chunk. Wow. I'm not really sure I want an artifact that's a meat chunk. Some goldfish. Grab an eye. Oh, I tell you what is with this game. Your stone flower. We got some slime, a battery, dummy, moonlight, neuron. All right, and there you go. And that is our artifacts. Okay, I'm assuming we can still see what everything else is here. We got our setup. We're gonna have some locked doors, and we might be starting to get into some cards that I might not want to show you, but I'll weigh that in when we take a look at them. So we'll start with the setup card, and we'll see what it says. I'm hoping they'll have like stop, don't go any further, blah, blah, blah type stuff. Because it looks like we have a ton of setup cards. And then character stranger cards, and then some special cards. Okay, I'm guessing not. All right, so these look like they're the special cards. So you got your locked door. We'll just kind of flip through them. All right, so take a look at them. You know what? 2, 3, 4. I don't think, because these are numbered. I'm busy. I'm not really. I don't know. You know what? Well, we already showed you a few of them. I'm gonna make sure I keep them in order. So you got your fire, got your exit, spawn points. All right. If you use this information in your game, you're at your own risk at this point in time. All right. And these looks like there are going to be some character helper cards that you're going to be able to get. All right. I'm not really sure how you're going to get it. Mr. Rat. Yeah. Not sure how you're going to get these and what it's going to do. Let's see. Okay, now that's those. Now we're going to get into setup cards. So I'm not really sure how the setup cards work or anything else, but these are just going to be a whole bunch of different rooms. I'm going to let you take a look at them. We'll just kind of flip through them. Get that pause button ready. If I'm going a little bit too fast, because we're way long on this video. I knew this was going to be a lot of stuff. And this isn't my longest one yet. I think my longest one breached an hour. But we'll see what's in this. And man, we still have another box to go through. I don't think that other box is going to have a bunch of stuff in it. So I don't think it'll be quite as bad. It's a little thinner. Maybe some more maps. Maybe some more cards. Some figures. I don't know. So yeah, I looked at the game. It just looked good. And so I got it. So, but that's me. I probably don't pay as much attention as I should, because I don't like to get too super excited for these types of games when they come out. Because then I got to wait forever for them to actually get here. And that just kind of like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get that excited about them. So I just kind of pay attention to them, see if they look good. And if they do, I'll back them. If they don't, I'll wait till they come out in retail. All right. Okay, so these are all, this whole entire deck is of vents. Now we're getting to a lot of vents. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a few of the vents. Okay. So these are, you're on your own to figure out the events. I don't want to show too many of these because you know what? Sometimes you just have to play the game to learn everything in it. And some games like this one here, that's probably the best way to go. Now, we got enemy activation. So it looks like this is going to be what the enemy is going to do on their turn. So, and these are all decks that I got to open up anyway. So I'm only going to so I'll show you a few. We'll see. These ones I might be able to show you more. We got enemy activations. What else do we got? Enemy activation. Oh, there's two different types of enemy activations. We got, let me put those down. So we got this control. What is control? Oh, paranoia, hallucination, and call. Not sure I'm supposed to show you that, but you know what? I'm going to pull that out because I want to put these here. And then what else we got? Oh, these are anomalies. I turned them upside down, didn't I? Okay, so I don't know what these, oh, these are some letter cards. You might have to be pulling those at certain times. Looks like these you're pulling at certain times. Yeah, see these numbers up here? I mean, you're probably pulling those at certain times. So, you know what? I'm going to hold off on those ones just because of that. Anomalies, so different anomalies. Fruit punch. Don't drink the fruit punch, especially if it's a bubble, and electrostatic. Okay. All right. Yeah, I know that was kind of a bad joke, wasn't it? Got your magnet, got your burner, popper, and your comet. All right, those are going to go there. And now we're going to look at these. We got these enemy activations, and we have the two different types. And it looks like you're going to tell the type based on the color on the top. So this is going to be, I'm guessing this is solo. So this is what the enemies are going to do if you play the solo game. Maybe, possibly. It's going to be my theory. Because these ones are going to attack. Maybe they'll do some swarming. They're going to go find them and hunt. I prefer them just to wander around and get bored. You know, if they want to check corners, I don't really care because they should be nervous because I'm going to come kill them. Checking for the disturbance. They're alerted, they're curious, and there you go. All right, so we have one more deck of cards, and we're going to call this box done. Then we got to figure out how it all goes back in the box. Wow. And there is a lot to this. Ooh, there's going to be a lot for me to punch. And I don't think I'm going to put everything back in this box. All right, see those numbers again? I'm not going to show you those. Anything usually with numbers, something's going to call, and I'm just going to leave them off to the side. Okay, so these ones are going to be, I don't know what those are. We'll figure it out. We have weapons. We have special 1s, 2s. You know what? These are, yeah, so we got some different weapons. All right, we'll just take a look at these. Pause if you want to look at them a little closer. If you're still with me. I don't know if anybody's still with me. I don't know if anybody watches these videos this far. But hey, if you do, I'm proud of you. Thank you. So, I'm sure you muted me. You're probably tired of listening to me by now. I'm surprised I haven't run out of things to say. All right. The Viper 5. I mean, that gun just sounds cool. And the Gauze gun. Whoo! And we're not talking Battletech. Now, if we're talking a Battletech, guys, whoo, that's something totally different. All right, so discard this card. I don't even know what these are. Lost Territory setup. Oh, these are going to be your setup. Different setup cards. So it looks like these. So for your Lost Territories, you're going to have, I guess, some different cards that are going to come into play. Oh, there's so much. There is so much in this game to break down and figure out. But that is the core box. Now, the question is, I'm going to put these in here. How do we get it all back in the box? That's a good question. Because I know this is going to go down here. I know this is going to come up here. All right. And then this goes here. Yes. So we're going to have some tiles and stuff that are going to go there. We got our player boards, which are going to go here. We got all this map stuff, which we're going to put in here. And some of this stuff is all going to come out because I got to fix it all later. You know what? I'm going to put these. I want these to stay. Actually, I'm going to put these on top of this. I want those to stay straight. So we're going to take all these tiles, and this is going to be really horribly in this box. But from what I can see so far, this is actually going to fit in the box really well. And Awakened Realms is really good about everything fitting in these boxes. So this one's going to lift. The lid's going to lift probably a little bit, and that's only because I have all this stuff punched out. And still a ton of stuff left to put in it. So, all right. And I think we're using this as our binder that they're talking about. So this is the core game. All right. I'll shove back in there, and it's going to take me some fun time to get that figured out and get that all punched. But before we go, I do want to show you what's in the stretch goals box. All right. And it looks like there's not a ton. We got another mission guide. We're going to have some more characters. A magnet die. That's going to be very interesting. not a lot of cards. Yeah, and some more sticker sets too. So there's not a ton of stuff. So this should go pretty fast. So let's take a look and see what we have. All right. Oh, and this is some heavier plastic too. So shouldn't have too many problems with stuff coming off on these. Now, stretch goals, rules, and your mission guide. And it looks like we're gonna get some scripts, so we're not gonna show you that backside, but this is gonna give us our component breakdown, our stretch goals box, what's in here, different story stuff, your magnet die, it looks like, your standee glossary, which is great. All right, and it looks like this is gonna be our prologue, so this is gonna be the different new missions that you're gonna be able to go on right here. All right, hope you can see this. You might have to zoom in a little bit if you're on your phone or whatnot. Cry for Help prologue. So yeah, just, oh, see, that's the thing is, man, you know, when you back this, you get the stretch goals, you get all these extra missions. So much game in this box. There is an amazing amount of game in this box, and I'm not going to show you the rest of that. All right, so we're going to get some more stickers. All right, so I don't know if these stickers are going to go on the same original map, or if they're going to give us a different map. Are we going to go to a different section? I have no idea. But what are we going to get? All right, so it looks like we're going to get, oh, and they gave us like 4 copies. Yeah, it looks like we got 4 copies of every one of those stickers. All right, and it looks like 4 copies of all those stickers as well. There you go. So good stuff. So that, I'm guessing they gave you a whole bunch, so and I think you must be able to take those back off, so they must not be a permanent sticker, and that way you can reset your game. All right. Whew. So, tell you what, man, I don't know if you're still with me. Are you excited about playing this game? So one of the things that I've been thinking about trying to do, that I want to do on my channel, is I want to do some playthroughs. Is this a game that you guys would be interested in seeing me do a playthrough? Okay, either as a solo game. What's on the back side of this? Looks like we got some of those. Look at that. See, look at that. I don't even know why. Okay, don't even know why I try to keep them in there. So is this a game that you guys would be interested in seeing me try to play as a solo game, maybe as a cooperative multiplayer game? Let me know that down in the comments below. It's like, oh, this is one big map. See, why this is the one that needs to just come out, because I definitely don't need that. All right, now, what do we have in here? So, oh, see, look at this. Got 6 missions. All right, D3, C3. All right, so, oh, C1, 2, and 3 are on the top, and the D1s are on the bottom. So yeah, so here's your risky business, then payday, then you got your beast hunting, then you got a cry for help, you got your missing in action, and you got your steel giant down there. And I'm sure there's nothing underneath those. Fantastic. You got your magnet die, which I can't, there we go. That's kind of a, wow, that is one interesting dice. I'm going to be really curious to see how that one plays out. And some more figures. Oh, love it when I have more characters to play. I absolutely love it. And there's probably some more that I missed that I probably needed to buy. Oh, look at this. See those little goggles? See those little goggles in there? Oh, yeah. It's little detail stuff like that I really like. All right, look at this guy. See, look at his little goggly face. Yeah, I just like those little details they put in. I mean, they could have just done a regular face, but they did something really cool. Very nice. Little grass pieces. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Absolutely love those. All right, looks like we're going to have more connectors for, looks like maybe another, I didn't see anything, but maybe they gave you a replacement for putting together your little turn rotator dials. Geiger counters is what I'm going to call them, because I really have no idea what to call them. All right, and it looks like we're going to get some more characters, so I'm going to show you the character. And there you go. There's this little back. You can always flip them over. Okay, Eno. And there's Eno. I'd like to be able to see if I can figure out. It'd be nice if I can get all of this in the main stuff in one box, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. This is a thinner box, so I don't really care too much about that. There you go. Your pseudo dog, veteran bandit, new bad guys, marsh bloodsucker, and then your magnet die rule. Interesting. Magnet die, something is happening. All right, and let's see, we're going to get a couple more of these. Now, some of these cards we might just be able to just move over to the core box. Like these are all just new artifacts. And if I can just put these in the main core game, I'll just do that. But you're gonna have your sparkler, you're gonna have a crown, a little crystal, and a pedestal. Okay, put those there, and then we're gonna have one deck of cards. And are they gonna open on me? No, they're not. Yeah. There we go. Just sometimes you just got to get them started. I like it when they put little perforations on them because then it makes it easier. All right, so what are we going to have? We're going to have some weapons. We're going to have some treasure caches right there. And then looks like those cards, we're not going to show you some of those. All right, and here you go. Let's see. Take a look at those. If you want to pause them, you can. Oh, man. This video, I'll tell you what, this is probably my second longest video that I've done. It's gonna be rival in there, second or third. So I hope you're still with me. All I know is I need a drink. I need something to drink. Man, I'm parched at this point in time. Talking too much. The Magnum. Always got to have new weapons. The M10 Gordon. All right. And there's those. Okay, now it looks like these have those little numbers up top. I'm not going to show you those because I don't know if those numbers mean anything. So all you got to do is see that little top one. We're going to hide those. And we have some anomalies. Don't know what an anomaly is. But Toxic Cloud, your Arc, Iron Wind, and Fire Breath. All right. And there you go. And that's everything we're going to find inside of that. Okay, so we're just going to shove all this back in here. I'm going to come back through after the fact, and I'm going to get all this stuff organized, get everything punched, put away. Some of this stuff is probably going to go in the main box, and we'll figure everything out. But you have now seen everything that I got for S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game. You know what? I forgot to put this in there. I'm going to go back after the fact. I'm going to put that in there. You guys don't need to see me tear it apart just to do that. But I'm going to get that back in there. Trust me on that. All right. And let's get this. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game. That is my unboxing for this. I don't know. Is this a game that you guys have been looking to get? Are you playing it now? Do you have it? Were you wave one? Or even the computer game? Just let me know your thoughts about this game in general. Okay. What do you think? Do you like getting these plus the stretch goals? I mean, does that make the game better for you or not? But yeah, leave any comments below. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you do appreciate or if you do like the content we provide here, also go to thediscriminatinggamer.com because I do post a lot of videos over there for reviews, unboxings, and whatnot as well. This channel here, I try to use mostly for all my personal stuff that I get. But there you go. That's S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the board game. Please like and subscribe this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. And as always,